music and dancing and singing, drama, and lost love. Maybe. I don't know.
I'm not aware of that one. Stay tuned. This should be fun.
Welcome to the Kick Awesome Show, episode 30.
Bienvenidos.
I am Jonathan Longnecker.
I'm Nate Croft.
It's nice to see you again.
We've got stuff for you.
You need to stay and watch it.
And we'll stop trying to point at you and poke your eyeballs. Don't poke him any high. Mega poke!
My high five this week goes out to DoApp. I don't know about you, but I have like these ideas of things that I need to do all the time. And I'm like, oh, I need to write that down. But I don't ever remember to write it down. But then it comes back like 5 minutes later. And I'm like, oh, I need to write that down. And then I go do something else. And I have a very short attention span. Let's say you're like working on making a website, right? And you're designing and you're coding. And you're like, oh, man, I forgot I got to call this dude about fixing my car. But you can't like get out of the zone, right? Because if you get out of the zone, it's going to take you 5 more minutes just to get back into the zone. The reason that I like DoApp is it's kind of like a mix between like your calendar and your alarms on your iPhone. It's like you have an idea, but you know you can't do it right now. You know you got to do it in like 10, 20, 15 minutes. And you can like type it in and say, hey, remind me in 15 minutes to go do this. My wife will be very excited about this because let me tell you, I always forget what she asked me to do. I'm terrible. Terrible. So, DoApp, I think I'm going to go buy you and I'm going to try you and see how it works. And we'll see if you deserve this high five that I'm giving you preeminently.
My high five this week goes out to Aperture Triggers. Aperture Triggers are for your off-camera lighting system. It actually makes your lighting get off your camera. You can remote control it from somewhere else with these little guides. You put a control unit on top of...
Did somebody say triggers?
Yes, trigger, not trigger happy triggers, lighting triggers. We're not. We are shooting people, but not.
Are you sure? I mean, I could pull out my pretend gun and we could.
We're shooting people, but not with
happy
finger bullets.
Sideways. Okay, sorry. Keep going.
These are for getting your flash off your camera and putting it somewhere else. It's a remote control system. It wirelessly tells your flash. You press the shutter. It says make a flash in the exact right moment to make it pretty, and it does. It's really, really cool. You slide the little control unit on top of your camera, put the receiver on your flash, and it just syncs up. Makes it really, really nice. You can get those nice painterly light angles that makes your subject look beautiful. Like, oh my gosh, it looks so great. Heavenly beams of light shine down upon them in their face wirelessly.
I know you like that.
They're really, really good. But the nice thing about Aperture Triggers is they work backwards too. You can use them to control your camera. Most of them don't do this. You can actually trigger your camera to take a picture with a little button on the little triggers. You just kind of reverse it up and you take pictures. Super great. They're not very expensive. They seem to have a good range of wireless capability. You can run all over and just leave your light set up somewhere and just take pictures as much you want. It's pretty cool. So Aperture Triggers, not made by Aperture Labs, because I would love to be thinking in portals, but it's just wireless flash triggers. But check them out. They're really cool.
What up?
It's high 10 time. You know what a high 10 is? It's where he picks a high five and I pick a high five.
Mash them together.
That's right. Even though it may not make a whole lot of sense, we do it anyway.
We're going to do our best.
Okay, so what do you got?
So, my high five this week goes out to Chosen.
Ooh.
Yes.
What does it do?
Sounds impressive, doesn't it? Yes. You see, Chosen is a really cool jQuery plugin for your select fields in your web browser.
Oh,
you know, those little, they're like a little thing, it's got an arrow, and you click it, and you drop down, and you can choose one of the things, and then it pops back up in there. It's like, hey, you chose it. Good job. Well, what if there's like 1,000 things in a drop-down list? How do you find it? Well, Chosen adds a live typing searching filter thing. It's very cool. And for multiple selects, which are the bane of the internet, I don't know who invented those, it actually lets you
Shame on you.
Yes. It actually adds like Facebook like style capsule tab things. It's really easy to use. It makes a whole lot of sense. Like, why didn't they build them like this to begin with, right? So the guys at Harvest, they're the ones who put this together. It's called Chosen.
See, that is totally great because my high five is the automatic mini donut factory. And this is great because now that you've got yourself a mini donut factory churning out dozens and thousands of delicious little baby donuts.
Yeah. Well,
Which one do you choose to eat first?
well, now, we said we were going to try to make them go together, right? Like jQuery select drop down and
Chosen.
donuts.
It's for choosing. And like you've got like 4 dozen little baby donuts. Which one do you eat? It's like you
well,
can't-
what kind of donut do you like?
the kind that are made of donut.
Now, what flavor?
Donut flavored donuts. They're good.
Right. Do you like the powdered kind?
Like these?
Yes,
I like them.
The powdered kind.
I do.
So you grab a powdered donut and you eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you've chosen wisely.
But there's 6 in here.
Then eat them all.
But where do you start?
The first one.
I need help choosing. But which is the first one? Is it this end or is it this end?
Okay.
It's like you can't pick favorites. Like, do you have a favorite kid?
It's a donut. I mean, we're talking about flour, sugar, egg, frying them,
But if it makes
and
you-
covering them with like stuff.
But it makes you happy.
Yeah.
Happy.
I'm gonna make up for his high five, and I'm going to give you another high five because that had nothing to do with the JavaScript chosen stuff. Serious.
It's a multi-select. And it dropped down.
Wow. Okay, moving on. Has your website ever loaded slow? Is it like,
I think we should eat donuts right now.
you're messing up the effect? The effect was for the slow-mo.
It was so slow, my attention span didn't hang.
It's supposed to be awkwardly funny. That was the whole idea. The awkward silence. Never mind. Anyway, Google's put this thing together where supposedly they'll like suck your web page into their Google Vortex and they'll spit it out faster than if you did it yourself.
So that makes it faster.
Exactly. And I have no idea if this actually works or not. I mean, it might work.
You know what also is fast? Donuts. They're great and they're speedy and they're valuable to people. Talk about music.
All right. My
They're fast. That's their little fox legs being fast.
Okay, my music pick this week is Fleet Fox's Helplessness Blues. At least I think that's what it's called. Man, those guys make some beautiful mountain man music. The first one was good, the first album. This one's even better.
Moms and Minimans may not know about this one yet.
Just watch your minivan comment. I have one.
I forgot. You do have one.
Yes, I do. I don't care if I have a minivan. It doesn't matter. I know who I am on the inside.
Because Fleet Foxes are awesome.
Now, what are you going to talk about? A band from like 92?
No! 7.
Even better.
Yes!
Anyway, I wasn't done. Fleet Foxes. You know Fleet Foxes. Just go listen. It's good. It's better. It's even better than the other one. It's just fantastic. Go
Listen,
to
it's playing now. Okay, it's done. I like this week for music, Blenderhead. They're a band and they make music, and not all of you will like them, which is funny because I'm picking it to recommend you to listen to them, but I know you're not all gonna like it because some of you have better taste.
It's okay.
Oh!
Sometimes you just got to go with your heart.
Yeah.
You know?
Or the blender on your head. Anyhow, Muchacho Vivo is a strange romp through West Coast alternative rock in the late 90s, if you dig that sort of thing. Okay, I'm about to show you something, so prepare yourselves, all right? My buddy Dan Denny posted a picture to his Instagram. That's where we make pictures look funny on our phones. It's great. Gasp, be amazed. Look at the dog. I love this picture. If I had to caption it, it would go something like this. One day, when I own my bridal publishing empire, I will have all the dog treats I desire and still not wear pants. Okay, you need to caption this. Send in your best ones and we'll put them up somewhere because this is awesome. Thanks for sharing, Dan. Episode 30 is done. It's donut time. I don't want to. Dude, please don't let my head.
Ah! Oh!
How can you choose favorites?
When was the last time you got out of the house? Yeah, that's what I thought. Tell you what, I'm gonna make up for your. Don't eat the bag. I'm gonna make.
Okay, let's try the whole thing again.